Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode here of In the Press Box Hockey Podcast. I'm Sam Hossack, as always, with my co-host Alyssa Spurberg. Alyssa, how are we doing today?
Doing all right, Sam and I are currently ready to beef over reverse retro jerseys. We were talking a little bit about it last night, and I did, in fact, almost kill him. So it's gonna definitely be a very fun episode.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, we'll get into a couple things that have happened since we last recorded. During episode one, we talked a little bit about this topic, but the winner was going to be announced the next day, and that was the Patty Kazmaier Award. And for those that don't know, up here in Canada, the Patty Kazmaier Award is an award presented by the USA Hockey Foundation. It was established in 1998 and is presented annually to the top player in NCAA Division I women's hockey. Other selection criteria include outstanding individual and team skills, sportsmanship, performance in the clutch, personal character, competitiveness, and a love of hockey. Consideration is also given to academic achievement and civic involvement. The award selection process begins in February when Division I women's ice hockey head coaches are asked to nominate players for the award, and players who are nominated by two or more coaches are then placed on an official ballot, which is sent back to the coaches to vote for the top 10 finalists, and an independent accounting firm tabulates the ballots. The three finalists, as well as the recipient of Patty Kazmaier Award, are chosen by 13-member selection committee comprised of Division I women's ice hockey head coaches, representatives of the print and broadcast media, at-large members, and representatives of USA Hockey, the national governing body for the sport of ice hockey in the United States. Now we'll run through here quickly the top 10 finalists this year. Pierre Duca from Yale University, Jennifer Gardner, Ohio State, Taylor Heisey, who was the 2022 winner from the University of Minnesota, Sophie Jakes from Ohio State, Alina Mueller, Maureen Murphy, and Gwyneth Phillips from Northeastern, Danielle Sarandokny from Colgate, Kiera Zanin from Penn State, and Grace Sumwinkle from the University of Minnesota. The finalists this year were Sophie Jakes, Alina Mueller, and Danielle Sarandokny. Now I'll throw it back to Alyssa and let her announce the winner, and we'll talk about that now.
All right, so the winner was indeed Sophie Jakes. Both Sam and I did not pick her. We kind of got a curveball with that one. But there is some really cool facts about her winning. So she is actually the first Black winner of the Kazmaier Award. And then she also became the first defender, I guess, not defenseman, defender to be recognized for it since 2004 and just second all time. She recorded 48 points in 40 games, and she also was named the first team All-American, and then in the 2023 WCHA Player of the Year. She ranked ninth overall in the NCAA with her 24 goal total and was also named WCHA Defender of the Year. And then off the ice, she is also a grad student, earning her master's in civil engineering. She is a four-time all-academic team member, a four-time scholar athlete, and a recipient of the 2022 Arthur Ashe Junior Sports Scholar Award. And she was also previously named the Outstanding Student Athlete of the Year in 2022. So she's got quite the record going.
Absolutely. And just want to throw out there, she is a graduate of the Provincial Women's Hockey League. She played for the Toronto Arrows. Obviously, a Toronto-born girl, want to stay home and play junior hockey. So just talks to the quality of players that do come out of that Provincial Women's Hockey League. And now we're going to move on to another topic we brought up on episode one, which was the Frozen Four, which was happening the day of episode one being recorded with the semifinals. Alyssa and I both had our picks in, and Alyssa was the only one who actually picked a clear-cut winner this year. I mean, it was a great tournament all around. A lot of skill, especially in the two semifinals, but more importantly, that national championship game, Wisconsin, a 1-0 win Basically unheard of, especially in a championship final to have a 1-0 game. I want to start out by giving a shout out to Cami Cronish, the Wisconsin goaltender. She had a tremendous game on her side of things, making 31 saves to the shutout. And it was freshman Kirsten Sims from Claire Enright in the first period for the goal. I'll throw it over to Alyssa for her thoughts on the finals, but great job by this Wisconsin team to shut out the defending national champions.
For sure. I didn't get the chance to watch it, unfortunately. I was at my own hockey. But what a game. Sam was texting me, he's like, it's 1-0, and that was the score. And I was like, are you serious? I was like, that seems like it'd be unheard of. Like to shut out the defending champions in the finals is absolutely nuts.
Absolutely, and to shut out not only the Patty Kazmaier winner, but Jennifer Gardner as well, who was a key part of that Ohio State offense, who was a top 10 finalist this year. So, shout out to Cami Cronish for that, and all the athletes on Wisconsin that brought it home. Wisconsin has been a powerhouse in women's hockey the last few years. They've won 3 of the last 4 national championships, actually, as well. Ohio State obviously winning it last year, but back to back for Wisconsin. The last couple of years before that. But shout out to all those girls. A tremendous hockey season, no doubt, and for them to come out on top is the perfect way. And there was a couple of those girls who finished up their collegiate careers as national champions multiple times. Nicole Lamantia was one that we talked about last episode. She won it 3 times. Shayla Edwards, a defenseman from Cleveland Heights, Ohio, that I worked with as an athlete this year with my company, a double champion there. A number of those girls on that team who have basically gone into Wisconsin to win a national championship, and some of them are walking out with 3 of them. Like that's
That's
just
nuts.
that's absurd. Out of 4 or 5 years at that school, they win 3 national championships. And another shout out here I want to give out before we move on is Jessie Comfer. She was at Boston University last year. She had quite the summer last year as her brother Jesse won a Stanley Cup with the Colorado Avalanche. So she had quite the summer last summer for sure. And now to bring another national championship home to that family is quite special for the Comfer family. So shout out to her. But now, next topic that we're going to move on to here is this came out after we recorded last time, but Carson Briere obviously got into a little bit of trouble, as you can say, as well as a member of the lacrosse team. We won't get into this topic too much, but I'll throw it over to Alyssa as we can let her run through some of the charges here and when they'll appear in court.
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, so Carson Briere was at a bar with one of his friends or teammates, I think. And he ended up pushing down someone's wheelchair down the stairs. And just to say, like, we're not going to get into it too much, but the girl whose wheelchair did get pushed down the stairs, she did decide to press charges. So he actually did get charged, and I believe his friend did as well, with 3 misdemeanor charges were filed. So criminal charges of criminal mischief, criminal conspiracy, and commit mischief and disorderly, and they are set to appear in court May 22nd. So hopefully we can see her get a little bit of justice for that. I did read up a little bit, and her wheelchair was $2,000, and did see that it was pretty badly damaged. Like I believe like one of the handles is completely broken off, and like the brakes don't work and stuff like that. So for her sake, I hope she just gets what she deserves.
Absolutely. And yeah, for anyone that has seen or hasn't seen the video, it is pretty tough to watch. Obviously just seeing a wheelchair getting pushed down a set of stairs is pretty sickening, but good on her, especially to come forward and to be able to tell her side of the story as well. A lot of people might not be brave enough to do that. And that's totally fine as well. But good on her for coming forward and being able to tell her side of the story. And for the athletes involved, hopefully they're able to tell their side of the story as well, and everything can be resolved without it being in to a huge mess, and affecting anyone's lives really. Obviously, it's something that is tough to see and tough to have happen to you, but it will get resolved the right way. But now, folks, it is time to move on to the segment that everyone should be looking forward to here. I know Alyssa and I have been looking forward to this since she brought it up on episode 1, but we'll throw it over here to our little screen here with all of the um jerseys on it here. And I'll throw it over to Alyssa first. She can start it off. What are the thoughts on the Anaheim Ducks reverse retro from this year?
I love this jersey, and I know Sam doesn't like this jersey, and I think he's nuts for that. I think it's great. The colors look so nice, like to see them on the ice as well. Like it looks so nice. You're telling me getting a little Trevor Zegras on that on the back of that doesn't make that 10 times more nasty too? Like it's such a sick jersey.
I will say it is a lot better than the cartoon looking Disney one that they had in their first year. That was pretty bad. Um yeah, I just can't get behind this one, unfortunately. I mean, I do like the duck head and everything. But it's just not the kind of jersey I was thinking of when that kind of came out, unfortunately. But you know what? It's fine. Everyone has their taste. I know a lot of people would definitely love to have a Zegras jersey. He's one of the top athletes in the NHL now, and a lot of people are getting behind that. But unfortunately, that's just one that is a no. Now on to the Arizona jersey. I absolutely love this one with the cactus at the bottom. Um, and some rock cutouts from the desert. That is perfect. Just the style of this jersey is absolutely insane. And um, to get to be able to wear this, especially at home, the Coyotes have been tremendous at home this season with the crowd behind them. And that place at their arena is just rocking. And when they're rocking these jerseys, it's just perfect. But Alyssa, what are your thoughts on this one?
I like it, but like for me, it doesn't like I'd take that Ducks jersey any day. Like there's more jerseys that I would take over it for sure. Like it's not my favorite. And like they did the same thing as last year. And I know Sam and I were this is one of them that we were talking about yesterday. And I said I didn't really like this jersey and he like couldn't believe me about it.
Now on to this one.
Well, if you take a look at my shoulder here, I am in fact wearing it. So I
Oh,
love this jersey personally.
yeah, it to me it looks like the NHL and the Boston Bruins just they went out to the forest and found a bear and got him high on a bunch of meth, and that's where the jersey came from. That's the idea. It just
Yeah,
seems
that's his nickname, the Meth Bear. That's
um
this is not the Meth Bear. This is the Pooh Bear.
oh, the Pooh Bear. Okay,
This
maybe
is the Pooh Bear. The
okay,
Meth Bear is the one from our Winter Classic.
okay, then okay, well, let's see here. I don't agree with the bottom here. Yeah, I don't agree with the style on the bottom. A lot of jerseys that have the lines and stuff on them, if you have them straight, it's a lot better in my opinion. But yeah, this one, I don't know. I can't get behind it. It's probably the fact that I'm a Leafs fan and it's a Boston Bruins jersey, so I'll just never be able to get behind it. But yeah, moving on. Let's just get over with this. Now this Buffalo one. I don't know. I like the goat head, but my thing behind this one is it's not the black jersey. It's not the black goat head jersey. Like if they had of and they brought those back this year and they're like 6-1 with them on. Like they're just absolutely killing it with those jerseys on. And yeah, for the fans, I know it doesn't have anything to do with the jersey. It has to do with the players, but I don't know. I just can't get behind this design, especially with that goat head on it, just because it's not the black jersey with it on it. Like if they had have just used that as their reverse retro instead of wearing it as many times as they did, which they probably wore it as many times as they wore this one. But I don't know. Alyssa, what are your thoughts on this one?
So, I went to see, I think, yeah, Boston and Buffalo play, and Buffalo was wearing these jerseys. And I like the jersey, but I agree that the red and black one is just so much nicer than this one. But like the only thing I had is like what they wore with it. I swear they wore like white gloves for some reason. Maybe they, or they were like they had white on the gloves, but it was like too much almost. And it just felt very like it felt like they were stuck to the ice and you could just see the color patches. That was my only thing. I think they need a little bit more of like the blue and the yellow and stuff. I think there's too much white, but I like the jersey.
Yeah, I feel like especially if a team's gonna wear a reverse retro jersey, don't come out with gloves and pants and everything for it. Like, I mean, you can wear the jersey and the socks, that's one thing, but if you have gloves that are completely white, I mean, there's some teams that can rock the white and whatever team color you are, white and blue or white and black gloves. They look pretty sty, I feel like, for some teams, but I don't think they would go well with this, unfortunately. I mean, there's only a couple teams in the NHL that can pull off, I think, extra gloves. I mean, the St. Pats with the Leafs, those are perfect. The green gloves, everyone rocking those. I think that's perfect. But onto this Calgary Flames one, it is a lot worse than the one they had last year. The stripe on this one, I don't know what that one is. I don't get it. The one stripe's perfect, but like the one going diagonally up, I don't know what you think of this one, Alyssa, but yeah, just it's a no.
I love the logo and I like when the sea is white. I think it looks so nice. But I don't like the diagonal stripe. If they didn't have the diagonal stripe, this jersey would be so sick.
Yeah, I feel like that as well. Yeah, the white sea is perfect. I mean, imagine they had blacked it out though. How cool that would have been.
That would
Like,
be so cool. And then
out.
like outlined it in like red. That would look so
Yeah,
sick.
yeah, have it outlined in red or have even keep the yellow. Like I feel like that would have still worked too, but um I mean they couldn't have blocked it out with that stripe going diagonal either. I think that would have made it worse. On to this Carolina jersey, absolutely 10 out of 10. Absolutely love this. I'll throw it over to you, but just the style of this and the way it has canes going down it, oh my, that's literal perfection.
I think it's mid. I don't know, like it doesn't really do it for me. Like they have one that's don't they have one that says Canes already?
I
They have
bel
one like super similar, right?
Yeah, they have a white one, yeah.
The white one looks so much better than this one too.
I
Um,
the
I
red
don't like these like stripes on the arms. I think they kind of I just don't like that. I think it just looks kind of like a it looks like, you know, when you go to like it's like one of those old school NASCAR jackets. That's what it kind of looks like.
now under Chicago, this is a no. Just no. There's so much history behind the Chicago Blackhawks jersey, and this is just not it.
I get like that it's hard because they've only had one logo, but like it's so boring. They could have at least like wouldn't it be so cool if they did like if it said like Hawks down like diagonal or something like that? Like something more fun than literally just saying Chicago and then putting a black strip on the jersey. Like come on.
This looks like the jerseys you can create in like NHL 23,
Yep.
like your EA
Create a player. Yep.
game and stuff. Like you can just like have the style jersey with the stripes like that, and you could just have like you can't even put a logo on it if you're like a low ranked team in Shell. Like you just have to have the letters and stuff. But on to this Colorado one. I like the logo. I like the jersey as a whole. I know it's a big throwback to years ago, an old jersey that they used to have. I like this one. I can definitely get behind it. And the style they have with these, I think they wear different, like the helmet to go with it, the gloves, pants, everything. Like this entire uniform. Just seeing Cale Makar out there rocking this with the stuff he's doing in the NHL, it's amazing.
I like this jersey, but New Jersey did it better. So, in my personal opinion, I would take the Devils jersey, which is very close to the same thing. I would take it over the Avs jersey 100%.
Now, I don't know what this is. I just don't understand this. It doesn't.
I don't. Like what's with this like I get like the stars, but like then there's just like five random stars or four stars on the sleeves and you're just kind of
Yeah,
like, okay, like what is the point? Like it looks like a practice jersey.
yeah. It's just that's for the fans that are listening on audio. It's the Columbus jersey, just black with a couple stripes on it with red, white, black, and blue. It just doesn't like, and the color scheme's off too. Like the color, like if they had made it the color of their logo, it's a light blue compared to a dark blue, which I don't really understand about it. Like that would have probably made it a lot better. This Stars jersey, no, it's just that's a no too. Like It's the old style logo, which is pretty cool, but it's just no.
I actually don't mind this one. Like I think I like the logo on it, but like I don't like the shoulders are a little bit silly. Like if you look at like the picture, like it kind of looks like it just like it gets so wide, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it's
I don't know if that's like the jersey itself, but I actually like this jersey. Like I don't hate it. It was way better than the one they had last year. It was so ugly the one they had
oh
last
yeah.
year, that white one. Ugh,
Yeah. Now onto the Detroit one.
mm,
Again,
nothing special.
so much history with the Detroit Red Wings. And their last two reverse retro jerseys have just been pretty bad. I don't know. Like last year's one looked like a practice jersey. This one's getting a little bit better, but I mean, I will give it to them. This one is a lot better than the one last year because they just had like one stripe on it and it was white with like a red stripe or something like that. And it was like, okay, this is an actual practice jersey. Like,
I think it was literally just a white jersey with the Red Wings logo on it.
yeah. Now onto Oilers jersey. Absolutely love these. Seeing McDavid wheel around the ice, doing what he's doing this year, 130 points or whatever he's at right now. Just
Just hit 60 goals last night. That's nuts.
the history behind this jersey for the Oilers, it's amazing. I absolutely love this jersey.
Yeah, it's nothing special for me. I like the original one better. I don't know if I like the orange.
Now
Okay.
on to Florida. These are
Now I'm
unreal.
gonna talk my stuff. This is the calling it right now. This is the best jersey. I love this jersey. I have been trying to order this jersey for 3 months because I can't find it anywhere, and I want Matthew Chuck's name on this jersey, and I would wear this every single day. I love this. I love the logo. The colors work so well. That blue is nice. I don't care what you say, Sam. This is the best jersey.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I feel like the Florida Panthers should wear these a lot more than the jerseys I wear right now. I mean, they just are. These are tremendous jerseys. Yeah, Florida. Obviously they're getting better fan base down there now and stuff, so that's great to see. But I mean, these jerseys are amazing. Now on to the Kings ones. I mean, these just honestly remind me of the Aurora Tigers of the OJHL with the 10 jerseys they wear. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not the purple style one. Like if it was purple and then had the yellow as the sleeve, it would be a lot better, I feel like. I don't know how you feel about it, but I honestly feel like it would be better if it was purple and yellow instead of white.
I would honestly think that this is a top three jersey from the year. I do agree that I loved the Kings jersey from last year a little bit better, but this looks so nice. Like, how many teams can go out there and say, yeah, we're gonna put yellow and purple together and then put a crown on our jersey and it's gonna look sick.
Yeah, I mean, not too many, but hey, everyone has their taste here. But this Minnesota one, unbelievable as well. I absolutely love this. I mean, if you're from the state of hockey, you grew up with hockey in your living room. I mean, and what the Minnesota Wild are doing this season, they are absolutely tearing it up right now. I mean, Marc-Andre Fleury tried to fight someone the other day. He tried to fight Jordan Binnington. The entire state of hockey is just absolutely buzzing. They just had with women's hockey, they had two teams in yeah, they had Minnesota in that tournament. This a high school hockey tournament just happened in the state of hockey. Like the state of hockey is just absolutely flourishing right now. And these jerseys are absolutely unreal. Just to top it off, they should make these their main jerseys for sure.
My only bone to pick with this is they did almost the exact same thing as last year. And someone was saying it, and I can't unsee it now. It looks like a Subway cup. I'm sorry, it does. It looks a little bit too much like a Subway cup for me. Someone was talking about that, and I was just like, I can't unsee it.
Now, I mean, as a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, I just can't ever picture the Montreal Canadiens trying a light blue jersey. I couldn't believe this when I saw it. And I mean, working with the Toronto Junior Canadiens, we have similar jerseys to Montreal Canadiens. So for the last 2 years, I'm used to seeing the reds, the whites, and the blues. But when I see a Montreal Canadiens jersey, I think of the red or the white or the blues that they have that are tremendous. Not a light blue with another color blue on it, honestly. Like it's it's a no from me, to be honest here. If they had kept it the dark blue and then the white or something like that, probably would have been better. Throw some red in there, honestly. Like if this was red instead of light blue, I think that would have been 10 times better. But I'll throw it over to you for your thoughts, but I just can't get behind this jersey at all.
Hot take. I don't actually hate this jersey. I actually really like the blue it is. And I know it doesn't match, but I think it actually looks really nice. The only thing I don't like is that I feel like the logo is too low. Like it's like uncentered and it's like
Yeah,
make and I'm like feels like it needs to be like raised up just a little bit and it just feels like it's way too low. It looks like a giant belt buckle just a little bit.
that one to the Preds jerseys, I don't know. I can't get
Yeah.
behind these either. These are just like, yeah, it's a
No.
New Jersey. I'll throw it over to you because I know you like these.
I love this jersey. Top three, as I said, Panthers, Kings, Devils, top three jerseys right there. The colors just they look so nice. And like any pictures you've seen like Jack Hughes go out there on this jersey, it looks so nice. The colors just match so well. And it's kind of like something different. Like they've always been like a red, like just a red and black team, and for them to throw blue and yellow in there, and it looks so nice. And it pays homage to like the team that like they used to be, right? I just think it looks so nice, and I would take it any day over that Avs jersey.
Islanders, I don't know. I can't get behind this logo. I feel like that's just in the
You
colors.
don't like the fisherman?
No, I
Oh, we can't be friends anymore.
I just can't get behind the fisherman logo. I just can't. I'm not used to seeing it on an Islanders jersey, and I know they used to have it back in the day, but I just can't get behind it, unfortunately.
I think it looks so nice. Like I think this jersey's sick.
New York, mm, I don't know.
Mid.
I think of this logo with like the black jersey or whatever it was, like the darker jersey. It wasn't this color. Like, I mean, obviously you got to pay tribute to Lady Liberty when you're in New York City, obviously, but like it's just I don't know. I just
If this jersey was white, 10 out of 10.
oh yeah, for sure a white jersey for that. Yeah, Ottawa. It I don't like the stripes on this. I don't know. It's so weird to me. I mean, they should have just gone all black, honestly. Like just black this entire thing out. It would have been 10 times better, I feel like.
I don't like the font. The numbers look
Yeah,
funny. They look
numbers
I
look
don't
weird.
like the font, and Sam knows I'm a stickler for hockey for for name fonts and stuff like that. I like I'm a Sens fan. Like that's my second team pretty much, or my Canadian team as I like to call it. I love like they went back to this logo. I think it's a lot better than the other one that they had before, but I just don't like the font and I don't like these stripes. And I just think it's nothing special.
Philadelphia absolutely love these jerseys this year because they went back to the Cooperalls. Those are unbelievable. Just to see them wear that entire uniform, like that is a 100 out of 10 just because of that. I feel like for these jerseys.
Then for me, like yeah, they're nice, but it's like nothing really that special for me. With the Cooperalls, I'll give you some bonus points. But for me, like it's nothing special.
Pittsburgh, I like these. Not gonna lie.
I do too.
They throw it back to the Yager and Mario Lemieux days in Pittsburgh, which brought a lot of glory and stuff to Steel City there in Pittsburgh. So absolutely love these. Yeah, the Sharks jerseys, I don't know. I can't get behind these. The entire uniform with these things I think is just hideous. I know it throws it back to the old days for them, but I mean I can't get behind this at all, unfortunately.
I actually don't mind these ones. I think I was at a point where I was like I can't tell if I hate these or like these, but I think I like it because it's different. Like it's definitely different than anything they've done, but I don't think they're like that ugly.
Now, Seattle, I mean, they're just new to
Mid.
the league. Like I know every team had to have one, but like what are you throwing it back to? Like there's nothing before. Like I feel like they used to have an NBA team. They've got the Seattle Mariners. Like throw it to something like that. Like throw it to old style Mariners jerseys or the Seattle Sonic jerseys. Like it had to be that.
Seahawks jerseys, Seahawks
Seahawks
colors would be
jersey.
so sick.
Yeah, like you have so much in that city that has been around like 10 times longer than you've been a franchise, right? Like you gotta throw it back. I feel like if they do another set of reverse retros, it should be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of years with the jerseys and stuff. But um I
Especially with Fanatics taking over now.
yeah, I feel like if they do another reverse retro, Seattle has to have a lot better. Um, the St. Louis Blues ones with the blues now. Oh my, this is amazing. Just the color scheme, everything about this jersey is just 10 out of 10.
I don't know, like I don't know if what it is, but like I look at this jersey and it just doesn't excite me that much. Like it's nice, but like it's like there's 10 jerseys that take over it kind of thing. I know this is like one of Sam's like top ones because he was definitely beefing me about this one last night.
The Tampa Bay one, I don't like. It's got too much going on the jersey. I like the waves and everything. Okay, that's kind of cool, but like the Thunderbolt and stuff or whatever it is on the sleeve, the numbers are
Too
weird.
much.
And yeah, it's too much for this
If
one.
they just like simply kept the arms like plain, it would have been better.
Leafs, they missed again. I mean, there's so much history with the Toronto Maple Leafs, one of the oldest franchises in the National Hockey League, and there's so much to throw back to. I mean, obviously you wear these the St. Patty's jerseys all the time. These ones that are perfect. The Marner one I got here, just absolutely love these. You could throw it back to St. Patty's days at obviously you wear those once a year, but I feel like a St. Patty's reverse retro would
Be
slap in the
sick.
city of Toronto. Like,
Yeah.
um, obviously it's a huge market city for hockey, and so many people go to games, so many people buy jerseys. Like, there's not a lot of games that you can go to for a Leafs game that you don't see someone in a jersey. So they've got a big market for it. But moving on, I can kind of get behind this Vancouver one, but it's not the hockey stick logo, which I think is a lot better than the lumberjack in my opinion.
This one was one of the ones that was leaked too, like pretty early.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, some people are talking about how this was like the best one. I think it's really cool and I like how they have like they incorporated the number like on the chest, which I think is kind of cool. But like it's nice, but I think there's definitely jerseys that are better than it.
Now the Vegas one, only reason I like this is because it glows in the dark. It's absolutely unreal. But again, they're a new franchise. They've been around for 5 years now. There's not a lot to throw back to, especially in the city of Vegas. There's not a lot of sports there now. It's getting to be a sports town now. They got a lacrosse team. They got the Las Vegas Raiders now. And they're becoming a big sports town, but when you think of Vegas, you think of sports betting. You don't think of a sporting event to go to, honestly. I feel like I've been to Vegas too before. Got to look around the arena a little bit. Didn't get to see the actual arena, just the team store and a couple areas around it. It's in a weird location too. It's like right off the strip, and it's like yeah, it's kind of hard to get to, honestly. Like, yeah, like we had to walk to it from our hotel. Like, it wasn't something you could drive to. So, that's kind of the off-putting thing there. But from what I've heard, it's a pretty sick arena inside and stuff. So, and it does get loud, pretty loud in the playoffs from what I've heard. But what are your thoughts on it?
I don't mind it. I think I like that it's a little bit different. It's definitely better than the one they had last year. I like that the fact that like they added the fact that it was glow in the dark, which no other team like kind of thought of to do. Because when they come out, they do like a blackout thing, so you can see it, which I think is super cool.
The Winnipeg Jets one, I love the logo, but there there's so much more you could have done with this. Like, this is the old style Jets logo. You could have thrown it back with the old style jerseys. I know they wear them the odd time and stuff, but come on,
Add red to them, it'd be 10 times better if they
gotta
added some
have
red.
you gotta have
Oh,
the regular.
yeah.
Um
Or else it's a little bit too much like red. It looks a little bit too much like a Leafs jersey to me.
Now, hot take, this is probably my favorite jersey of them all. Um, I mean, you think back to Alex Ovechkin, the goal he scored from his back, tucking around the goaltender in these jerseys years and years ago. Um, it's just it's tremendous. Like they should wear these as a regular jersey all the time. Like I feel like every Washington fan would get behind these jerseys. Like these are perfect. The screaming eagle and everything, just absolutely tremendous. And I'll throw it over to you for your thoughts on it to wrap it up. But this is my favorite jersey by far.
I love those jerseys. I think it's so sick. And it's definitely in my top five for sure. I'm taking that Panthers jersey still though. That's my hot take. That Panthers jersey is just unbeatable.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully listeners enjoyed this little bit of beefing that we had. I know there was some hot takes that we had that we kind of didn't agree with, but hey, it's the reverse retros. They don't wear them that often. It's not too often you get to see these. So for the teams that don't like them, it's whatever the fans can get behind it and stuff. I want to give it one shout out here, and I got to find a good photo of this one, but a lot of teams in the Ontario Hockey League are getting behind these St. Patty's jerseys as well, which is great to see. Obviously, with it being St. Patty's Day on Friday, a lot of teams that did have the St. Patrick's Day jerseys, they decided to wear them over the weekend. And I was fortunate enough to go shoot a Barrie Colts game when they got to wear their St. Patty's jerseys, and I'll show these jerseys. They're up for auction until tomorrow at 7 o'clock, I believe. So go over and check out the Barrie Colts social media pages and check out these jerseys. But Alyssa, what are your thoughts on these?
Those are so sick.
I
Oh my goodness, those are disgusting.
I absolutely love these jerseys. Like just and they got the socks with them too and everything. I mean,
Oh,
obviously you
those look
got
so nice. And I know Brant Clark's looking good in that.
let me see if I have a good one of Clarky here. Everyone
That
just
guy's such a legend. Oh my goodness.
everyone just getting a behind the scenes look at all the photos I have to go through and edit before I go shoot another game tonight. I got through one of four games so far,
This
but
is why it's nice to be a social media admin. So you
I
just have
have
to post the edited pictures.
I literally have 25,000 photos sitting on my computer right now that I still have to go through a number of them. Like I got two of the games done. I got two games I got done on Tuesday done, but I absolutely love these Owen Sound jerseys too. These are
Those are sick
unbelievable.
too.
Those are so sick. Um, I've got to have a picture of Clarky in here somewhere. He popped off on the one game though. He had like 4 points the second game they wore
Yeah,
jerseys or something like that. But yeah, these are just unbelievable. Absolutely love that I have to sit through and edit all these photos tonight and stuff. But shout out Bo Akey there. Absolutely love this photo of him. Top prospect for the NHL draft this year. But yeah, these jerseys are top notch and um, yeah, just perfect. Like shamrock on the shoulder and everything here. But yeah, these are just unbelievable. But I'll throw it over to you now. Adding a topic here, obviously Fanatics is going to be the jersey sponsor of the NHL for the next 10 years. I believe in the 2024-25 season they start.
yeah.
Maybe it might even be next year, but if it is that season, then what are your thoughts on this, and what do you think Fanatics can really do for the NHL and their jerseys?
I mean, based off of like what I've seen, people are not the happiest that Fanatics picked this up just because I feel like the quality, I kind of agree, might go down a little bit. There he is.
Yeah, there's your boy Brent. Could throw that in there for you.
Um, I think that the quality is probably going to go down. Obviously, it seems like no one else really wanted to pick it up, but I did see a really funny, hold on, let me see if I can find it. I did see a really funny meme about it. Let me see if I can find it. Because how kind of like quote unquote boring they are. Let's see if I can find it. The new Fanatics jersey.
Yeah, I've seen so many of those memes. There was one someone put out like a tweet of like the Flames jersey in the store, and it was like the flight like the horse head one,
Oh,
and they
Blasty, yeah.
yeah, and they couldn't get like the colors on it right. Like it was
Yeah,
off.
my dad
The
was
color
telling
was
me about
off.
that. He's like they compared them like side to
Yeah, it
side
was
and
side
the
to side.
color scheme was off
And
and
this
like the
colors,
logo was like unbalanced.
yeah, I was like, what is this jersey? Like, how are you gonna like do this? Like, and I mean, they said there isn't a chance of them really changing it till like 2026, 27. So at least there's a few years where um it can be like normalized, I guess, but
Yeah.
till they can, I guess it's also good though that if they're waiting a few years because they're probably going to get a lot of feedback on the jerseys the first couple of years, and then I feel like once they kind of decide to change them up a little bit, I feel like if they do change them at all, they can be a lot better than they come out as, because I know a lot of Fanatics jerseys right now aren't good quality and stuff, but I feel like Fanatics they're not going to get into this for 10 years without having the idea of making it the way it is with Adidas and being able to sell it. But I mean, right now, what are you going to do for the next 2 years? Are you just going to go buy all the Adidas jerseys you can so you
Yes.
have a good jersey until like, so you're going to go
And go bankrupt after I buy about three of them.
thousands of dollars on jerseys? Like, I mean, I've bought a couple of Leaf jerseys and they're not cheap. Like I had the minor jersey was probably like 350 or something like that. I mean,
That's why, if you guys can't tell, I'm quite small. I don't know if you guys can tell through the camera, or I guess if you're just listening, I'm quite small. I'm only 5 feet tall. So child size it goes. This jersey I am wearing is a large, extra large youth, and it fits me perfectly. So we're good. And it also is about half the price. So
let's get
that's
off.
the loophole I got
I'll
on a
throw
sick Steelheads
the
jersey.
Mississauga one. Shout out to Mississauga. They get the pink and the ink jerseys. They got the
Who's on the back of that?
stuff. So shout out to my boy Finn Howding. Started with the JRC this year. And then signed with Mississauga. So shout out to him, and the kid was nice enough to even throw a little signature. Literally signs it. He goes, "Thanks for getting my jersey, Sammy. You're a beauty. Will absolutely love it." Finn, I will kind of gas you a little bit here, but come on, man. You gotta like let's work on the signature here. Like
Oh my God, that's
what
so
is that?
rough.
Come on. But you know what? It's good. So that ran for, I think I paid 250 for it on auction. So proceeds going to Mississauga and the
Mhm.
Cancer Society. So
Milton does that as well when we have our pink and the rink jerseys are so nice. They're some of my favorite jerseys.
I gotta throw out the Storm jersey I've got hanging up there. That is one, like the maroon Storm jerseys are
That
absolutely
looks so sick.
unreal. Like, and they're the CCM ones too. Like, I wasn't gonna go get the old style Storm jerseys because I couldn't stand them. But shout out the Storm with the CCM jerseys here. Had to throw it out to the boy Braden Bowman. Had to get a signature on it and everything as well. But um. shout out to Bonesy for that as well. But the Storm jersey is absolutely unreal. I feel like they're one of the top 10 jerseys in the CHL. A lot of people get behind like London and stuff. They got sick jerseys. So London's got to have like the number one jersey and stuff. But
Yeah, those jerseys are so sick.
yeah, the OHL jerseys are definitely sick. But thanks to the listeners again for tuning into episode 2 here. We'll be back next week. Hopefully a lot more hockey stuff to talk about. The regionals, I believe, are happening later this week, I think, for men's for
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
I
it's
think
later this week. I think. I
this week
know, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's later this week. I think it's
this
this weekend.
yeah, maybe this weekend. If not, it's next weekend. So I'll have lots to talk about. Because obviously there's a lot more teams in
Mhm.
Division One men's than there is women. So I mean we started after all the regionals had actually happened. So it's good that we can get through the regionals and then into the Frozen Four. So I'll have lots to talk about there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of hot takes between the two of us for the Frozen Four for the men's this year. But I mean, shout out to all those guys that are going to be competing for a national championship on the men's side. There's some absolute beauties in that league, and there's some names that when we drop these names,
Oh, I'm
people are
gonna
gonna be
name drop so
like
hard.
that we're gonna have so many name drops, and people are gonna be gonna go buy their jerseys probably because I was sick of names on these teams. But shout out to those guys. We'll be back next week. A lot of hockey to talk about. We're both kind of busy right now with our own teams in the middle of
Yeah,
playoffs.
both of our teams are made it to the second round. I am currently working two jobs and going to school. So for me and Sam to film this, was like he's like, when do you want to film this? And I'm like, how about Thursday between 2 and 3 o'clock? Because that's the only time I can do this week.
Yeah.
And then next week I'm up in Collingwood with my team for a lot. And then I got other things going on too, and Sam's got 5,000 teams that he works for that I don't know how he does.
Yeah. But hey, shout out to you because you guys don't have home ice this round, so you got to be on the road a lot more than.
We didn't have home ice last round
Oh, I
either.
guess yeah, you didn't have home ice
Sorry, some of
last
us
round
didn't
either. So
finish. Sorry, some of us didn't finish first in the division. So
sorry,
it's okay. We're gonna slay still. We're
fir-
slaying.
first in the league. Just remember that
Oh,
back to
sorry.
back
Yeah,
years.
sorry.
Back to
He's
back
gonna he's
years.
gonna position drop first in the league. Well, that didn't do you any good last year.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
sorry,
get
that was
a
kind of mean.
conversation here because we have a banner hanging for back to back years as regular season champions, and Milton doesn't have one yet. So
We have a banner actually. We won the North Division last year.
oh, good for you
Leave us
guys.
alone.
But
Ugh.
yeah, Scotia was rocking last night though. 400 people at the game, a lot of Trenton fans. So shout out to those fans. It's gonna be a great series for us. You guys get Collingwood. That's gonna be a great series. And maybe next episode we could chat a little bit about that and just see where our teams are at. It'll be near kind of the end of the round for both of us probably. I don't know what game you guys would be at by like Thursday, Friday next week, but
It'll be
we're
like
at
game 4 or 5.
we'd be game
You
five.
guys start way before us. We don't. Our first game is tomorrow.
Yeah, game five for us is Thursday next week, and we're gonna be playing it. So
Or it might be. It's like game 3 or 4 for us. We're a
yes,
little bit behind everyone else.
yeah. So shout out to you guys. You guys will have a good round against Collingwood. We'll have a good round here against Trenton, but we'll catch up again next week. And again, thanks for the listeners for tuning in here. Hopefully you agree with our takes. I mean, I think mine were a little bit stronger in some of them, but okay. Hey, we'll see what the listeners say about it. But drop a comment in the YouTube as well for our listeners, and just let us know what you think of our predictions and what you think of the jerseys as well. We'd love to hear the comments as well. So thanks again, Alyssa. It's been a pleasure as always, and we'll talk again next week.
For sure.